Tesla introduces new standard trim levels for the Model 3 and Model Y. Model 3 Standard starts at $33,490, while Model Y Standard at $36,490. Both models use rear-wheel drive with a single motor and smaller battery. For all of Elon Musk's grand talk over the past couple of years, Tesla's much-touted affordable models have landed with more of a thud than a bang. As we anticipated after several leaks, the newcomer is essentially a heavily cost-cut version of the Model Y. Even so, Tesla slipped in a small surprise with the introduction of a lower-priced Model 3, both now bundled under the newly introduced standard trim name. Alongside these launches, Tesla has reshuffled its trim lineup. Entry-level versions now carry the standard name, while the mid-range long-range models have been renamed Premium. The performance flagship remains in place at the top of the hierarchy. Lower prices. Leaner package. The headline figure sets the tone. The Model 3 Standard starts at $33,490, which is $5,500 less than the previous base long-range RWD. The Model Y Standard begins at $36,490, a $5,000 reduction compared with its RWD Premium equivalent. Both versions use a rear-wheel drive setup powered by a single electric motor and a smaller 69 kilowatt-hour battery pack built with one fewer module than usual. Starting with the Model Y Standard, the range sits at an EPA-estimated 321 miles, a dip from the 357 miles offered by the RWD Premium. Acceleration is slower too, hitting 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour, in 6.8 seconds with a rollout, versus the Premium's 5.4-second run. Top speed remains unchanged at 125 miles per hour. Specs tell only half the story though. Tesla has stripped away enough that the car now carries the faint aura of something you'd return to the airport after a weekend trip and immediately forget about. The middle section of the light bar has vanished, which isn't exactly a tragedy. Some might even call it an improvement, if only by accident. The front bumper has been simplified too, with revised air inlets and lighting elements now integrated into the headlamps. Around the back, the Juniper's trademark taillights drop their connecting center strip. Elsewhere, new smaller 18-inch wheels come as standard, with a 19-inch option available. The simplified wheel covers might not win any style awards, but the extra tire sidewall should improve ride comfort. Color choices are limited to 3. Stealth gray as standard, plus pearl white for $1,000 and diamond black for $1,500. The biggest changes are found inside. The vegan leather seats have been swapped for textile inserts, and the center console now features a large open compartment reminiscent of the Cybertruck's utilitarian layout. Front seat ventilation and rear seat heating have been dropped, and rear passengers lose their 8-inch fun screen in favor of manual vents. The driver now gets a manually adjustable steering wheel instead of an electric one. Look upward and you'll spot the most obvious alteration. The Model Y Standard trades its see-through roof for a regular headliner with sound-absorbing material above it, something many Model Y owners have long wanted, albeit in the form of a retractable shade, not a full-on cover-up. But appearances can be deceiving. The glass roof is actually still there, just hidden beneath the new headliner. Apparently, Tesla decided it was cheaper to keep the glass and cover it up than to design a proper metal roof. We don't have the full reasoning, but unless something's gone completely over our heads, it's hard not to wonder. If covering the glass doesn't actually save money, why not just leave it alone, as they did with the Model 3 Standard, as you'll see below? Everything else you love and hate with the Model Y experience is still here, including the 15.4-inch touchscreen that doubles as both instrument cluster and infotainment hub and the turning stalks. Moving to the Model 3 Standard, the EPA estimates a 321-mile range, down from the RWD Premium's 363 miles. The sedan sprints to 60 miles per hour in 5.8 seconds with rollout and matches the same 125 miles per hour top speed. Visually, the exterior changes are subtler than on the Model Y. There wasn't much to remove in the first place, so the main updates come from the smaller 18-inch wheels that promise a softer ride, with 19-inch wheels again optional. The same trio of exterior colors remains: standard gray, optional white, and black. Inside, the cabin follows the same cost-cutting script as the Model Y Standard, with one key difference: the glass roof stays. Textile seats replace vegan leather, the steering wheel is manually adjustable, and the rear touchscreen is gone. However, for 2026, Tesla has reinstated the traditional turn signal stocks, so that's something.